Let me give you an example of a birthday wish come true. Let me tell you a true-life example of how birthday wishes spoken aloud held more power than those kept to yourself. The next birthday the little girl had, after her parents had told her to start making her wishes vocal, the girl declared with mighty confidence, "I want to meet Taylor Swift." The parents looked at each other, confused and scared. They thought, how are we supposed to help her meet Taylor Swift? We're barely making enough to scrape by as it is. The girl looked around at her parents, so happy and excited. "I'm going to meet Taylor Swift this year." Dad stayed up all night worrying. He had trouble sleeping for days. He was terrified he would break his little girl's heart at the end of the year because he had failed her. He wouldn't be able to help her achieve her one big dream of meeting Taylor Swift. He clocked into work the next day. He was sitting at his computer when he overheard the same co-worker who, for the past few days, had been asking everyone in the office for a ride to work. Every day the co-worker asked, and every day everyone said no. The dad didn't have extra gas money. He barely had enough to get himself to work. He barely woke up on time as it was. How was he supposed to go out of his way to help someone else? He would rather have slept in a little longer. It was more comfortable that way. But for some reason, something jolted him out of his chair. Before he could even stop himself, he said, "Hey, I'll give you a ride tomorrow." He had never really spoken to this co-worker before. When he looked into the man's eyes, he saw such relief. He took the co-worker's number and set his alarm 30 minutes earlier. The next morning, he discovered the co-worker lived on his way to work. He didn't even have to drive out of the way. Still, he woke up, grumbling to himself, "Why am I doing this? This sucks. I could be sleeping. It's going to be a long day. My boss has been on my ass." He pulled up to the co-worker's house thinking, if he makes me wait longer than 5 minutes, I'm leaving. He texted, "I'm here." Then he saw the light turn on. The co-worker ran out, jumped in the car and said, "Thank you for actually coming." 15 minutes into the drive, the co-worker suddenly broke down and started bawling. The dad felt awkward. What the hell is going on? What have I gotten myself into? Why is he crying? The co-worker explained that he had been looking for a ride for days because he had been in a terrible car accident. A drunk driver had T-boned him and killed his daughter. He had been supposed to take her to a Taylor Swift concert that weekend. He had bought amazing meet and greet tickets, but he couldn't bear to use them now. The dad looked at him stunned and realized why he was there, why he had been meant to give this man a ride. He explained the birthday wish, how earlier in the year he told his little girl to say his birthday wish out loud instead of secret, promising her that by saying it out loud, it would come true. How when his little girl had declared she would meet Taylor Swift that year, he was scared and defeated because he had no means to help her accomplish such a gigantic task. He asked if he could possibly use those tickets. The co-worker wiped his eyes and said, "I've been walking to work every day because I have no car. I still need money to support my family. I will gladly give you these tickets, just to honor the memory of my daughter. And if you could keep giving me rides so I don't have to walk 3 or 4 miles back and forth, they're yours for free, man." The dad looked at him and said, "Actually, I can do you one better. I have an electric mountain bike I've been keeping in storage. It was a hobby I picked up and for one reason or another stopped. But I think that bike was meant for you. Take it, for free. Use it to get to work." They finally reached the office parking lot. He parked the car, and both men knew their lives had just changed. Maybe only a small bit, but just enough to create a ripple effect in the world, making it a better place. One little act at a time. So next time, lend helping hand to the stranger, even if it's inconvenient. Let a friend use that flute, computer, or old game console collecting dust. Life isn't about the accumulation of objects. Life is about expansion and growth. And if, when you've outgrown something, let the next person do the same. And don't worry about getting money for it. The universe will pay it back to you.